Welcome to TYTSports. Prepare yourself for an unbelievable rant. Josh Gordon's suspension for marijuana is upheld, and Jason's got some views on that. Jason?
Francis, the Court of Arbitration is not the only thing that pisses me off in all of sports. Josh Gordon's suspension was upheld after basically his third time breaking the substance abuse policy in the NFL, and that's why it's a year-long suspension. If this was a first offense, you're talking, I don't know how the NFL works, probably 2 or 3 games, equal to, that of Ray Rice beating his wife, knocking her unconscious, and dragging her through an elevator. And I totally understand viewers and everyone who's criticizing for the idea that it's like this is the third time he's broken the substance abuse policy. Having said all of that, he passed 70 drug tests this offseason, or since he started doing these substance abuse tests. And this test is so arbitrary, it's almost ridiculous. They have these whole, let me pull up the article from Mike Florio at Pro Football Talk. Fantastic writer, fantastic article. Here's the quote. Urine samples routinely are split into 2 bottles, the A bottle and the B bottle. If the A bottle generates a positive result, the B bottle is tested. Amazingly, the B bottle doesn't have to independently show a violation. Instead, the substance abuse policy states that the B bottle test need only show that the substance revealed in the A bottle test is evident to the limits of detection to confirm the results of the A bottle test. So, it's a 50-50 shot that they're going to test the other bottle in itself. He passed a shit ton of these drug tests, and he gets suspended for a year because the third time is for pot, a drug that is legal recreationally in some states in this country. To me, this is the most ridiculous thing with the NFL. There's no balance. I was saying this about the Court of Arbitration when it came to Luis Suarez, and the imbalance is maddening because you're taking away a player from the league for a year, and on top of all of that, Josh Gordon wants to go play in the CFL this season, but wait, of course not. The Browns won't fucking let him because it's in his contract that he can't go play for another team under a suspension. But let me go back to the point of that he's being suspended for smoking some weed. Players have come out and said that it helps when they're in pain after games in the offseason when they've played 16 games and they're exhausted, going head-to-head, concussions, injuries, everything. There's medical proof that it could help. Like I said before, this is the third time he's broken the substance abuse policy. His first 2, he served a 2-game suspension last year, blaming that positive test on codeine, a prescription cough syrup. It's worse than, abusing that. Not a really good idea. And then in July, while his current suspension was pending, he was arrested in North Carolina and charged with driving while intoxicated. Those are 2 much more serious, especially the latter of driving while intoxicated. You should be suspended for that. You got to hold these guys to a higher standard, and getting drunk and driving, terrible idea for anybody. You're endangering your life. You're endangering others. So up until that point, he was being suspended for actual substance abuse. The worst part of all of this is that in week 3 of the NFL season, Ray Rice is going to start for the Baltimore Ravens. And who do they play? Oh, the Cleveland Browns, where Josh Gordon can't even be at the facility to watch his team play or go play in the Canadian Football League to at least get a year's experience. And please don't throw out the idea of viewers, wherever you are, of if he goes to the CFL, he could be risking himself getting injured. Well, guess what? If he was playing in the NFL, he's running the same damn risk. He's not going to get better by not playing. This is a guy last year who lit up the NFL as a receiver. Not as good as Calvin Johnson because he's just not built to be this 6'5" jump ball monster. But he did rack in 1,600 receiving yards in 14 games. He didn't play 2 of them. With Brandon Weeden throwing to him. God, I think you might be able to throw better than Brandon Weeden. You could probably kick a football more accurately than Brandon Weeden could throw one. And it's just completely unfair.
A couple of points on it. So to go back a few sentences ago, 70 drug tests, man, that's a lot of pee. And that's a lot of touching, a lot of pee. So I never knew they had that many tests for this offence. But anyway, so what you're suggesting to me, from what I gather from it, is that I mean, breaking the law 3 times, no matter, there needs to be a discretion about if you want to change where marijuana is considered one, then that's going to change the whole policy of the game and the policy of the rules of the United States. So it is unlikely that that's changed. But I'm guessing what you're trying to install is that even though this was perhaps a harsh punishment, then other people should be held as accountable, right? So like guys like Ray Rice should be held to more accountable for their actions and longer punishment to make it somewhat more balanced, right?
Right. Agree with that 100%. And I'm not saying overall that Josh Gordon should have no suspension. Yeah. I think even a 4-game suspension would be considered fair because he did break the substance abuse policy 3 times. But it's just a matter of this guy's suspended a year, Ray Rice is suspended 2 games. There is no balance in that one. It's maddening. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Okay, well, most importantly, we want to know what you guys think, especially me. It's a subject I am new to, obviously, with the rules of the game, but I would like to know what the fans are reacting to this. You know, Jason's just covered the mic with spit in his rampage there, but it's great to know. So we want to know what you guys think as well as this. So make sure to comment in your section below. Tweet us at TYTSports. Tweet me at Francis_Maxwell. Tweet Jason at
JasonRubin91.
JasonRubin91. I keep forgetting I'll say JRubin91.